guys, it's the Eileen at KraftyLeeny. If you're returning, thank you so much. Welcome back. And if you're new, hey, welcome. So glad you stopped on in. I hope you enjoy this and subscribe and be a part of my KraftyLeeny world family. Yeah. So when subscribe, please don't forget, hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you every time I upload a new video. Yes, it will. Well, today what I'm doing is something a little different. I had a heck of a time trying to get this video a little shorter, so I had to speed things up a little. I'm sorry, but I had to share it with you guys. I really fell in love with this. I was inspired by Tim Burton, I have to say. You know, I'm a big Burton fan. Christmas is coming, Halloween's coming. Love me some Burton, right? And I also had a little touch of Child's. Yeah. If you ever look at Burton and Child's things, they kind of mix well together, right? They go hand in hand, kind of. Huh. I bet you she's a big Burton fan. And vice versa. Well, anyway, it's kind of like I used a trash to treasures. Yep, I'm really good. Budget-friendly savings, right? That's what my channel's about here. That's what you're going to find here at KraftyLeeny. Trying to save money, trying to do things that are going to be, ooh, la la, this is cool, but be gentle and kind in your pocket, in your change purse, right? So with that, at the end of this video, please, guys, give me a big thumbs up. That helps my channel grow, and it also lets me know that you like what I'm doing. And to me, that's the most important thing, is that you leave KraftyLeeny happy and smiling, right? That's my goal here. Now, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like. And that's it. Let's start crafting, right? Make it till you smile, guys. And don't forget, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. I hope you stay safe. And pamper yourself one time this week. You know why? Because you deserve it. Thank you, guys. Till next time. Bye. Mwah. Okay, guys, this is a quick oats canister. I cut it in half, and then I cut it down the middle to the base on the bottom. You will see as I go along. I put toothpicks to hold that one open on the top and put tape as I went down. And then on the very, very bottom, taped it shut, or point to point together. Now I'm cutting some paper. You can use newspaper if you like, or tissue paper, but I use that plain white paper. And I'm just going to Mod Podge the whole entire thing. Now the top of that one is the top of the canister. That will be the top of our hat. We are making a top hat. And you just finish putting that all the way around. That is the bottom part of the canister. And all I did was, as you can tell, fold it over to make the bottom of the top hat. And we're just going to do the same process all the way through. Push it through the top of the canister, and now we're going to put some more Mod Podge and papers just to bring it all to one piece again. It's okay if it's a little crooked because we're making a whimsical top hat. Now for the top, we'd fill that whole thing up. Now for the top, we just get in the strips, and we're just now Mod Podging the paper on one side. I put it over crisscross, and then I just filled the blank ends. You just keep building till you're happy with what it looks like, guys. That's all we're doing is Mod Podging, making the shape of a top hat. Now, we're just Mod Podging the whole entire thing, one more coat, I would suggest taping your top hat on the inner before you put the top on, just so it don't go nowhere. Set it aside, let it dry. Now this I got on clearance last year at Christmas, one of those artificial velvet red big ribbons. Well, I took it apart and just started using this stencil that I got at BeebeeCraft. I know you've seen my unboxing, right? For this stencil, I have the information. I'll leave it in description below. And it's also in the video for my unboxing at BeebeeCraft. And all I did was stencil the white Waverly chalk paint right over that piece of ribbon. Put it aside, let it dry. Now I'm using the gold paint. And I'm just putting dry brushing just along that red ribbon and letting that dry. Simple as that. Now I got this ice cream bucket lid, and I'm going to use some apple barrel black paint, and I'm just going to paint it sides and all on the top. And I did that. It took two coats, two good coats of the apple barrel black paint. And yep, that is just a bucket, ice cream bucket lid. Now after it dries, and you need to make sure it really sets and dries, guys, before you do this part, okay? I just did my painter's tape, made it so it kind of looks like squares, like a tic-tac-toe square type deal. You can see how I did that. Just laid 3 across and 3 across. And I got my Waverly white chalk paint and just dabbed it. Now that it's done, I lift it up. And that's okay if some of your paint comes off, because it just works. It'll work. Now I get my paintbrush, a small paintbrush. Easier if you have a painter's pen. You can find a painter's pen at Walmart. You can use even that. And now I'm just filling in the squares. I want it to look like a checkerboard pattern. I dry brush black and some white through there. Sorry I did not show that. But now I'm using the gold paint. It's like an antique gold paint and acrylic paint. And I'm just dry brushing the whole thing now. Just here and there in some spots. And then I'm going to put some more gold all around the edge over some of the black and white paint I did on the sides. You just keep doing it, guys, till your eyes are smiling, till you're happy. Like I say on every video, till your eyes are smiling and you're happy with it. Just keep doing what you are doing. Now, after you're done and it dries, make sure it fully dries. You get your Mod Podge and you're just going to go all on the top of the lid and on the sides. Now we're going back to the top hat. Now, I know my top hat looks a little different. You can paint over it with your Mod Podge when it dries, or you could go with the method I did, which I'm sorry it is not in here, but I used the Dollar Tree spackle, and I just put it right over it. After it dried, I sanded it down some, just a little, just to smooth it out, and then I painted it black. You can do that process. Now, with this, I use the same stencil I used on that red ribbon, and you're just going to stencil all the way around that hat and on the top. I love this stencil, so whimsical and fun looking. And again, I will leave the description for that stencil below. It is from BeebeeCraft. Now I'm getting that same antique gold paint, acrylic paint, and I'm just now dabbing it here and there, all over, just till I'm happy with the way mine looks. Don't forget, it is yours when you make it. You sponge it, you dab it, however you want to do this. But you put a little bit of gold, or you can put a lot of gold. I like mine to have quite a bit of gold. So there I am, just dabbing all that gold. I did make my, oh, and I put gold all around the top of the hat, on the rim. just along the edges. Now, right there, what I did was when I was doing my stenciling, it's really easy. You just leave a plain part that is not stenciled. I just left a long triangle that I didn't put any stenciling on. And I did more gold there. Now you see me with a fine brush, and I'm just putting some black lines. I'm going to make a little checkerboard right there. Please don't get intimidated by this, guys. It is so easy and simple. It's kind of like a spider web. That would be cute too, a spider web. Didn't think about that. Sorry about that. Clear my throat. So now what I'm doing is I'm filling in some of those squares with my black paint, acrylic paint. I'm filling them in. Again, if you have black markers paint pens, those work great for this. I'm having a lot of trouble finding those paint pens here. Where I'm at, they do not have them still. And yeah, I'm just using what I got on hand. I appreciate everybody that's bearing with me on these projects because it is getting a little tough where I'm at and hard to find things. So now I'm just going in the other squares and I'm putting some white acrylic paint in there. And I have my painter's pen, that is a white painter's pen. Thank goodness. And I went over what I painted to make them evenly squared. I chose to do it this way because I was trying to save my pens so they go a little further. So when that dried, I went over it with my white paint pen. Just so I don't have to use a lot of it. And then my gold paint pen, I just used to outline the triangle. See? So pretty. Now again, I got some of the gold paint, dry brushed it right over the checkerboards, or the checkerboard. And now I'm just putting dots of gold from the paint pen right there in the center of each square, where this white and the black crisscross. Now all I'm doing is painting. Oh, Mod Podging, guys. We're already at Mod Podging. We're Mod Podging the whole thing. Now we're just putting a lot of glue. I used a lot. Don't worry, you won't see the glue once you're done gluing that down to your bottom piece. I got that ribbon that we painted. And I just fold over one edge and glued it and folded it over. Now I'm putting it around the base of the hat, and I didn't pull tightly because I wanted it to kind of give it an even, kind of a little even look. I know it's a little crooked, but hey, it's a whimsical hat. That's the look we are really going for. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's what's so great about Tim Burton's work, is it's not perfect, but it is so stunning, right? So I cut another piece of the excess that I had left from that ribbon, and I'm going to use that as tails. You can use any kind of ribbon, harlequin ribbon, striped ribbon, gold ribbon, polka dot ribbon. Have fun when you're making your hat. I got this ribbon from Walmart. And I don't know, stripes is Burton's, I don't know, I think that's his signature, right? Stripes. So I just made a regular bow. I'm not great at bows, but I made a bow and I just glued it right there. And I had put another ribbon with it. The one I had painted with the gold, I kind of put some white stripes and black stripes through it. This is an ornament from the Dollar Tree, Christmas ornament. And you know, you get a a tube of a bunch of little ornaments. Well, this was one of those, and I just took the top part where you put the hook through. I took that off, and then I glued it on the bottom of, see that right there? That is a rock candy stick. I like to put the rock candy and stick in my coffee in the morning, and I kind of save the sticks and use them for crafts. Yeah. So I got those and I'm putting them right in my hat on the ribbon. You could get those at the Dollar Tree. They sell the rock candy sticks, and yeah, I love them. Love them in my coffee. You can put them in your tea, and then afterwards use them for crafts. So now I got this little tiny styrofoam ball, and I am covering all the way around with my gold ribbon that I got at Walmart. It's cool, you guys. Look, when you go to Walmart or any stores that sell material, fabric, or they sell ribbon, look in the stash where they have, like, I guess it's like a basket with just random ribbon pieces that they sell. And I sometimes go in there, and if I like something, I'll go and buy it. Hey, sometimes they're like 10 cents, 20 cents. And it's so worth it to me. Because look, little projects like this, and I have me just enough ribbon. Now that is a chopstick. Yep. I use the chopsticks. Push that right through that styrofoam ball after we're done wrapping it with that ribbon. Glue that to the stick. Now with the excess ribbon I had left from that, I go and I just made a simple shoe tie bow. That's it. And then glued it right on that little ball. I don't know, to me it looked pretty and whimsical, right? You could paint your sticks. I chose not to because I want them to look like the wooden look. I mean, you can do whatever you want to it, right? It doesn't have to look like this. Decorate it to what your heart and your eyes want to see. I glued a little bit, put a little bit of glue on that chopstick next to the hat where it touches the hat too. And I put it right next to there. Just for some stability, you know, to keep it really good. Now I got some of that same red ribbon that had the gold on it, where I didn't put stripes on this pieces. And I just cut it in half. So you can tell, I just put a little bit of pipe cleaner, pinched it, and just pushed it on in. Didn't even make a full bow out of it. See there? Fold it over, pinch. Puff it out with your finger inside there. Put the pipe cleaner twist, cut, fluff it out, fix your tail, and just pinch it to the bottom and glue it right in there. You don't have to make a full bow. And then you just push it on in. Just play with it till you wait, like I said, till you're smiling. That's all it's about. That's the way it's coming along. Now I'm getting, see, I get all these scraps of ribbons that I have. I carry it all in this like big jar. All my ribbons, like from different projects, and that's what I'm using. And I just twisted it and put it right in there with the pipe cleaner. Got some more ribbon that I've had excess of. Pinched it in the middle, tied a twine around it, and put that right underneath that gold ball. And then more ribbon. I had to have some polka dots, right? There has to be some polka dots. And just pinched it in the middle, put them together, pinched it in the middle, put some pipe cleaner around it. Puff it up, put your finger through and puff it up. I put some glue in the center of that, put some little rhinestone strings that I cut. I got that at the Dollar Tree, and I just cut them in strips, and I just glued it right in the center. And I wanted some dangling down from the center. And that I put right, like you can see right there, I just put it right underneath that gold ball and just let some of those dangle. Trimmed it, fluff it out, and there you have it. Look at that, pretty. Now I'm going to put some tails in the back on the side, towards the back on the side. Does that make sense? I know, KraftyLeeny, I can't help the way I talk, guys. Welcome to my world. So now I just glue the tails together. The black and white ribbon was left over from the ribbon I wrapped around the hat. And I just pulled a string and unraveled it because I wanted it to have kind of like this. I don't know, see how I unraveled it on the bottom? Just to give it a fun, I don't know, fun look. To me, it was fun. I left room there because I do want to add a Harlequin ribbon there. I don't have any right now, so I couldn't show that to you, but I am going to add me some ribbon there. So that's why I left the space there. You can add any ribbon you like there. Gold, red, polka dots, have at it. So now I just got some excess ribbons that I've had and putting them all together and just tie it in the middle with the pipe cleaner and then spread them all apart. Trim so you can see different, I want them different lengths. I don't want it exactly the same length. And I'm just gonna glue that right in the center behind the gold. So now I'm getting that same rhinestone ribbon. I cut the little strips, see the little strips there, and I'm just piecing them right on that long triangle where we put those checkers. See? So pretty. I don't know, I love whimsical. Do you love the whimsical look? I just love it. This could be for Christmas. It could be for a Mad Hatter party. It could be a tea party. It could be Halloween. Just put some pumpkins instead of the gold, or a pumpkin in there, a spider. I mean, it can go a long way. Well, I hope you guys like it as much as I did. It was my pleasure crafting with you today. Please don't forget, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you decide to. I would love for you to be part of my KraftyLeeny World family. Till next time, guys. Thank you. Bye.